Welcome everyone. Namaste. My name is Olga. For those of you who don't know me, for today I am bringing you the third video of this element series. So today we're going to work with the air element. If you haven't watched the previous videos yet, I do encourage you to watch them. We started with the fire element, representing burning away everything that no longer served us from the 2024 year. We followed with the water element to kind of wash away all the remnants and remaining ashes that were left behind and make sure that we properly cleansed. And for the third video, I wanted to bring the air element. So this is all about making space in our bodies and just feeling more spaciousness in order to really allow all the positive things to come our way this new year, 2025. So we are going to begin in a child's pose. So making your way down into a child's pose, however you need to get down. So sending the knees wide apart, toes come together to touch. Start to press your hips back and rest them on top of your heels. Inhale and exhale, lower the torso down onto the mat, allow it to melt. We're going to stay here for a moment, kind of like centering ourselves, grounding ourselves, starting to tune inward. Letting go of the day or the night and just arriving in this moment in the four corners of your mat and setting an intention if that is something that you work with the sankalpa. And if you don't, it might be good to at least remind yourself that for the next few moments, for the next 20 to 25 minutes, this is all for you. Nothing else matters. It is your moment. So working with the gift of presence and awareness. As you inhale, start to arch the spine, roll forwards, press the hips down, lower yourself down. Send the left leg outwards on a 90-degree angle, but try to keep your hips pressed down onto the mat. Feel the external rotation of the left hip. We're in half frog. Inhale here, press your fingertips down right by your shoulders. Lift through the upper back. Inhale, exhale, lower. We'll do this twice again. Inhale, lift, feel the compression on your back. Exhale, lower down. Last time. Inhale, lift, stay here. Exhale, lower. This time you're going to send the left foot upwards, working a little bit with that hip mobility. Exhale, down. Let's do this twice again. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, press the fingertips once again. Lift the spine and then see if you can just come back. Staying in a cobra for a moment. Lifting the chest up and forward. Exhale, coming down, finding prone and sending the right leg out to the side. It's a 90-degree angle this time. Feeling that external rotation through the right hip as it presses down into the mat. We're going to work a lot with some hip openers and some back bends. So trying to really find space in our heart space and in our hips. Keep rotating the spine, waving it up and down, feeling the sensations across the vertebrae. Once you've done 3 of them, come down and then send that right foot up. Exhale, lower. Twice again. Inhale, up. Exhale, lower. Last time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower down. Pressing the fingertips once again. Finding your cobra in your half frog. Exhale, send the leg back. Staying here for cobra. Keep lifting the spine, squeezing the glutes. Exhale, come down. We're going to find tabletop this time. So stacking your shoulders right over your elbows and wrists, pressing not only the wrists, but also the knuckles and the fingertips down. Your hips are right over your knees, looking forward. Don't collapse through the spine. Activate the core. Inhale, send the left leg out to the side. We're going to come to a fire hydrant. Exhale, rotate, making circles with the hip, trying to floss the hip joints here. 3 one way, and then 3 another way. Inhale, keep it lifted this time. Exhale, send it to the side. And let's do 5 just up and down sideways. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, find tabletop once again. Let's do the same on our right side. Send the knee out. Bring some circular motions to your hips. Keep lifting the shoulders up so that your torso is straight. Let's do 3 the opposite way. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, send it to the side. And then let's do 5 up and down. Allow the movement to really come from your outer hip, your adductor, rather than your lower spine. Once you've done 5, come back to a tabletop. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, send the right leg in between your palms, in between your hands. Activate the core, look forward. You're in Anjaneyasana, low lunge. So you might want to slide your back leg a little bit further back and work with whatever stance works for you. Inhale here and exhale, sending those hips back, coming to half splits by stretching, straightening the front knee, the front leg. We'll flow here twice again. Inhale, send that left hip forwards and down. You really want to feel this lengthening on your psoas muscle. As you exhale, send the hips back. Come to your half splits. Inhale, forward, slow lunge. Exhale, half splits. You might want to keep your knee micro bends. As you come forward and you find your low lunge once again, you're going to inhale as you lift your torso, roll your shoulders back, lifting the arms up and grabbing hold of opposite elbows. We really want to open through the chest here. Stay for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release it down. We're going to heel toe the foot to the opposite side, pressing that right knee just behind that right wrist, coming to pigeon. As you inhale, lift the spine. Exhale, fold over the leg. Let's do this twice again. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold, finding a bit of a dynamic movement. Inhale, lift it up. And exhale. Have one breath here. As you inhale, see if you can bend the back foot. Grab hold of your outer foot and stay for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release it down. Inhale, press the palms down. Tuck the back toes under, finding your tabletop. Let's do the same flow on the other side. So from tabletop, you're going to send the left knee, the left leg, right in front of you, finding a low lunge. Once again, find your stance, find your alignment that works best for you. You might want to really wiggle the toes and the legs. Inhale here in your low lunge. Exhale, send it back, half splits. Inhale, low lunge. Really work with pressing that hip down onto the mat, opening that psoas muscle, keeping your hips in one line. Your hips are squaring forward. Exhale, Ardha Hanumanasana, half splits. Inhale, last time. We look forward. Exhale, half splits. Inhale, coming forward. Exhale, stay. Inhale, lift the torso up, roll the shoulders back, opening through the chest, grab hold of opposite elbows. Try to do the opposite you did for the previous one, and then see if you can bend your back. Don't collapse through the lower back so activate your glutes, suck your belly in, squeeze your core muscles. Exhale, release it down. Start to heel toe your foot. You might need some help from your hand. So that's your left knee is just directly behind your left wrist. Inhale here. Check that your back leg is straight. Inhale. Exhale, fold over your leg. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift it up. Staying here and exhaling. See if you can grab your back toes or your outer back foot with your palm and stay for 5. Feeling that lengthening on the quadriceps. 4, 3, 2, 1. Release it down. Press your palms. This time, instead of tabletop, we're going to lift it up. Send it to a downward facing dog. You might want to pedal through your feet. You might want to wiggle your hips a little bit. Whatever movement your body is calling you to do, just allowing that and honoring that. Your body knows much better than we do. As you inhale, lift your right leg up. Exhale, bend the knee, step it down. Straighten the front leg. We're going to find pyramid. So shorten your stance. Your front leg is straight. So is your back leg. And whereas your right toes are pointing forwards, your left are pointing to a diagonally, so at a 45-degree angle. Inhale here, lengthen the spine. Exhale, see if you can fold over your front leg. You want to keep your hips squaring forward. So keep pressing that right hip back. Inhale here. Exhale, folds. As you inhale, shift your weight onto your front leg. Bend your left knee in, bringing it close to the spine. And exhale, see if you can cross it over, coming to Garudasana, to eagle. Press your palms together in front of your heart. Imagine yourself as an eagle, really working with the air element, feeling the space all around you. Try to sit a little bit lower. Inhale, unravel. Send your left hip up. Bend it backwards. See if you can grab the toes once again. Lifting the right arm up overhead. Yes, we are going to come to dancer's pose. Start to tilt your torso forward as you kick your back leg into the hand. Really feel as though you're really pushing. It's okay if you fall, it's okay if you wobble. Very, very, very slowly and gently coming back. Grabbing your left ankle with your right hand and pressing it to your groin. You can also press it to your shin bone or to your ankle. So it can also look like this or like this. Whichever variation is more accessible and available to you. Work with whatever you have in the moment. Lengthening the spine. Inhale, lift the arms up. Imagine yourself as rooted as a tree, despite the air moving it around, making it sway, making it wobble. It is all parts of nature. Inhale, bring the left knee inwards. Exhale, release it down. Find Tadasana with prayer hands. We're going to stay here for a moment before we do the same on the other sides. Inhale, lift the arms overhead. Let's move through our vinyasa. Exhale, fold over, bend knees. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, press the palms, step back or hop. Find your chaturanga with knees up or down. Inhale, lift it up. Upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Go ahead and lift the left leg up into the sky. Exhale, bend the knee into the chest. Step it forward. Shorten your stance. Find pyramids. Keep sending that left hip backwards, pushing it backwards so you find length in the spine. Your hips are squaring forward. You can also micro bend your knee, your front knee here. Make sure your weight is evenly distributed through both of your feet. Inhale here, exhale to fold. Inhale to lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale to shift your weight forwards. Come to the tiptoes of your back leg. Lift the knee up. And see if you can sit down and cross your leg over one another, finding eagle. Keep sitting down in an imaginary chair, sending the hips back and away from you. Stay strong through that left leg. As you inhale, unravel, coming to dancer's pose by bending the right knee in, sending that right heel as close to the glute as possible, and then seeing if you can grab hold of the outer leg. Inhale, lift the left arm up. Exhale, tilt your torso forwards. Start to kick your foot back. Stay for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, we come to grab your right ankle with your right hand. Press it into the inner thigh, the shin bone, or the left ankle, wherever. Send your hands together in front of your heart, or perhaps sending them all the way up and above you, feeling this swayiness that the air creates in a tree. But even though the trees fall, they always come up again as new trees sometimes. Inhale, send the knee into the chest. Exhale, coming back to Tadasana, mountain pose with prayer hands. Let's move through our Vinyasa once again. Inhale, lift the arms up, press the palms together. Exhale, hinge over the hips to fold. Inhale, halfway lift, look in front of you. Exhale, press the palms once again. Jump, step or hop. Move through your chaturanga. Lift yourself up to cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the right leg up. Exhale, find pigeon once again. This time, see if you can send your front leg, the one that is bent, into more of a parallel line. If this is too intense for you, feel free to grab a block and put it just underneath your right glute, so that it acts as a bit of a little chair or cushion. You can also grab a actual cushion, a blanket, or whatever it is. Let's take a deep breath in. We're going to start to take a bit longer in our poses, cooling down. Either staying here on your forearms, or perhaps placing one hand on top of the other and resting your forehead down. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, ever so slightly lift yourself up. Sit on your right glute and start to bend that knee that is bent by grabbing the ankle and just turning, pivoting over. So you're in a half straddle. Your the right sole of your foot is pressed into your inner groin. Inhale, stay here. Make sure both your sit bones are pressed onto the mat. Exhale, fold over your bent knee. And stay for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. As you inhale, press your hands down. Start to walk them back towards your body. This time, shift the position of your torso so that it faces the leg that is extended. We're coming to Janu Shirshasana. Inhale here, find length. If this is not available to you, you are more than welcome to once again use something to elevate your hips, or bend that extended knee to straighten and lengthen through the spine, protecting the knee, protecting the hamstring. Inhale here. Exhale, fold over your extended leg. You may grab hold of your toes or the soles of the foot, whatever it is. Just resting here. With every inhale, we find length, we find space, we create space in our bodies. And with every exhale, we fold a little bit deeper, surrendering to the pose and the sensations that it creates, the emotions that are attached to it. Inhale, turn your body over, tuck your back toes, coming to downward facing dog. As you inhale, send the left leg up and away from you. Exhale, bend the knee into the chest, and then allow the knee to drop right behind your left wrist. See if you can move your front leg to make it parallel to your body, and slide the back leg out. Make sure that it's extended and that if you look backwards, it is straight. Inhale here. As you exhale, melt over the front leg, really feeling that lengthening through your left glutes, perhaps your psoas muscle. Such a deep hip opener. Seeing if you can just allow yourself to fully relax in order to release any stored emotion that might be in there lingering. Any limiting beliefs. Anything that you don't want to carry with you outside of the four corners of the mat when you continue with your day or your evening. Inhale, lift your torso up. Let's sit down and once again pivoting our bodies, grabbing hold of our left ankle to press it into the right inner thigh. Inhale here, exhale, fold over the bent left knee. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale to lift. Exhale, turn over, facing the right leg. Inhale, make your spine long, hinge from the hips. Exhale, fold over your right knee in Janu Shirshasana. Once again, with every inhalation, finding the space to go deeper, hollowing out the inner organs, pressing that torso onto the thigh. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, lift the torso, send your arms over, tuck the back toes, lift yourself up to a downward facing dog. As you inhale, send the knees down, cross the legs over one another to find a seated position. I'm going to face you for this one, but essentially we're going to come to Paschimottanasana, to a forward fold. Once again, inhale, bring the torso towards the thighs, glue them together. Exhale, fold over your thighs. You can either choose to have a bit more of a restorative pose by rounding the spine, or you can try to have a bit more of an active pose and work with the hamstring flexibility by pointing your toes towards you. So really flexing through the toes, activating the hamstring muscles, and then really trying to shift your body forwards rather than rounding it. So with every inhale, trying to reach forwards for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release any efforts. Come to lie down. Press your knees together into one another. See if you can roll the shoulders down, squeeze them together, and lift your hips. We're just doing this to equalize the spine. Let's do this once again. Exhale, fold, and find your final resting pose, Shavasana. Bringing all your limbs to the corners of your mats. Tucking the chin to the chest to really lengthen the back of the neck. And just find rest here. Trying to visualize the air around us. This air that we can't see, but that we just know is there. We feel it. Seeing if you can feel it coming to contact with your skin. How does that air look like? How does it feel like? What is the temperature of the air? Does the air feel cool as it comes in through your nostrils? Or does it feel warm and humid? Trying to be aware of something that we take for granted, the oxygen around us that literally keeps us alive every single moment. Following the journey of the air as it enters our body, filling us up with life. And as it leaves our body, allowing us to release and renew with each cycle. Take a deep inhale in and start to wiggle your hands, start to wiggle through your toes. Bring energy back into the body. Perhaps stretch yourself long. Bend your knees in, cross one leg over the other to send yourself up. Finding a comfortable seat at the top of your mat. Let's press the hands together. Thumbs are touching sternum. Closing the eyes or having our gaze soft. Taking a moment of gratitude for yourself. A moment of gratitude for oxygen, for air, for space. Thank you so much for allowing me to guide you today. I hope to see you back here again. Namaste.